What's going on, guys? My name is Batinio and welcome back to the channel. Now, it's been roughly a week since Project Motor Racing was released, or as some might say, since it escaped. And let's just say the reception has been anything but positive. However, I wanted, like I said in the first video, I wanted to really like this game. I wanted it to succeed and be really, really good. So I figured with that sentiment, it was worth maybe, just maybe, giving it another little look-see. Because we've had a fairly sizable day one patch, and then there was another patch on Friday the 28th, which supposedly addressed a bunch of things. Now, the whole idea with this video was that I was going to jump in and do a little bit of racing, and just see if the overall feel is improved. And while I wasn't in any way, shape or form expecting them to have fixed all the issues and turned it into something incredible, I was hoping to see a little bit of improvement, or let's just say enough of an improvement to warrant me maybe holding on to it, or maybe even getting a refund and coming back to it a few months down the line. However, I'm sorry to report, and I came into this with an open mind, and I wanted to like it still, but however, it appears that it's somehow getting worse. Observe. Okay then, guys, here we go. Okay, why are you doing that? Okay then, so that's... What? Why is it... Okay, so now my Simucube doesn't work. Oh, for God's sake. Well, yeah, apparently my Simucube is not working anymore with it. So I went back and I tried to fix it. Oh wait, here we go. It's working. Okay. Right then, so you can turn the wheel. Right, center the wheel. What? What? That's the problem. It's why is it offset? It shouldn't be offset. It feels like it is anyway. Is that right? Okay. Right, I might have been stupid here. Okay, so center the wheel, press confirm. Right. Right, 90-degree position. Okay. Let me just... Right, okay. Now it's not taking the pedals for some reason. Why are you not taking the... Okay. So, yeah. As much as from the first video that I couldn't recommend this to anyone to buy it for, well, I paid 75 quid for the full-blown version. I'm sorry to say, yes, it is somehow, I don't know how, but it's somehow getting worse. So that whole sentiment I had from the first video, that I was like, oh, well, you know, I'll give it a chance and maybe, just maybe, it'll come good in a few months' time. I wouldn't risk it, because if when it was released, people were saying it didn't so much release as escaped, if that sentiment continues through what has been a pretty awful second play, if you wait a few months, there's a good possibility that it's going to crawl out of the screen like the Ring and it's going to murder you, because it really is awful. I don't know how they're making it worse. I don't know how it's regressed. Like, how? How have they managed this? Like, it was fairly simple the first time I played it. Sorted it, you know, the feel wasn't great, the graphics were a bit janky, the frame rate was all over the place, there was a problem with the triple screen spanning, there was all that other stuff. All those things are still there pretty much. I can't speak for the driving because I didn't actually get to do any driving. So, I am honestly just baffled. I cannot believe they've somehow made it worse. And like I said, I wanted to come into this And I wanted, you know, like with an open mind and say, okay, there's been plenty of games that have come out in the past that have been awful on release day, and over time they've got better and they've been pretty well received. Cyberpunk was one of them, I think. 2077. That was riddled with bugs. That was probably released about 6 months too early. But this was like, I feel like, it honestly, it feels like you get into a relationship with someone and it goes badly, but you can see there's a decent person in there. It's like, okay, I'll give them one more chance, and then they boil your cat. You know, they stick him in a microwave. I'm not gonna lie, I've been tempted to put mine in a microwave for a time or two, little some bitch, but that's another story altogether. But that's what it feels like. I've given it another chance, and it somehow regressed and got worse. So yes, no more chances. I have indeed refunded it on Steam now. Yep, I've done that. Well, tried to. I got it on October 20th, but it was a pre-order, so hopefully it should be. I should still be good. I was under 100 minutes of gameplay, and it's less than 14 days since it was actually. Sorry, I was going to say release then. It's been less than 14 days since it suddenly pried its way out of its cage at Straight 4 Studios and escaped into the into the wilderness to plague sim racers around the world. But yeah, I can't recommend it. Honestly, I just can't. And I think the big problem with this is it's not just Project Motor Racing. Like, I can look at this and say, okay, this probably needs another 6 months before we even think about releasing it, maybe a little longer. But this is the problem with the game industry these days. We've seen it time and time again. They know it's not ready. They know it's probably not up to scratch. But it's like, okay, we've put all this money into development, to research, to build the thing. We're running low on cash. We need to release it, get some money coming through the door, and then we'll fix it afterwards. And that's just completely eroding any trust gamers have, whether it's sim racing gamers, platform gamers, shooter gamers, it doesn't matter, all kinds of gamers. It's eroding our trust in the game industry. Stop doing it. If it's not ready, don't let it out. And also from the perspective of Straight 4 Studios and this in particular, Ian Bell was already on thin ice with us for Project Cars 3. Like, for me personally, he built up some goodwill from the first two. He cashed it all in and threw it all away on one shot on the roulette wheel with Project Cars 3. So he was coming in at sort of a net zero sort of perspective here. But after this, I can't trust the guy. I can't trust the guy. I can't trust Straight 4 Studios. I can't trust anything that comes from there with this. They said it's been in development for 3-4 years. And it's been out a week and it suddenly got worse. I can't. I don't really want to spend any more time or anything talking about this. I just want to go back to something I know and enjoy. Honestly, running my face across a cheese grater would probably be more enjoyable than this, but that might just be me. That might just be a little bit of sadist in me, I don't know. I must have some sort of sadistic feelings about me if I'm coming back to try this again, but there we go. So, yes, Project Motor Racing, it was sort of a maybe give it 6 months and it will get better. It's now avoid it like the plague. Avoid it like you owe it money, sort of thing. So, yes. We've still got Ultima Blister 2. We've still got Assetto Corsa, Assetto Corsa Evo, Assetto Corsa Rally, Assetto Corsa Competizione, Assetto Corsa Putting Challenge. I wonder what the next Assetto Corsa game is going to be. I don't know. It's fun. There's a lot of them now. Yeah. But yeah, we've still got lots of other stuff to play, but this probably isn't something you should devote any sort of time or energy, and more importantly, any kind of money to, just on my experience. You can make your own determination if you wish to, but like I said, played it, wasn't great, came back to it, couldn't even play it. It's got worse. So, there we go. But that's the end of the video, guys. So, if you found this helpful, or enjoyable, or funny, or as frustrating as I did, then please leave a like and subscribe. Also check out the social media links, they're all in the description below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, probably another one in there, I don't know, can't quite remember. And also leave a comment down below, guys. Have you still got this? Have you refunded it? Are you still hoping it's going to come good? What are your thoughts? Comments down below, guys, always interested to hear from you. But yes, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Next video will be up on Saturday. We're going back to iRacing, big one. I'm going to try and salvage my A license. Got something fun planned for that one, so stay tuned if you want to see it. But yeah, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all have an awesome day. And I will see you all next time out. Laters.